Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children. We welcome you for our online teaching academy Ekalaiva. Today we are going to start with the next chapter in 10th standard science, acoustics. So we are going to learn about sound waves today. But before we go on to the sound waves, let us understand what is meant by acoustics. Acoustics is nothing but the branch of physics. Now usually whenever we just hear this word acoustics, we misinterpret as nothing but it is dealing only with musical instruments or in the construction of various halls. So this word is related to that. No, but it is not like that. It is a branch of physics which talks about or which deals with production, transmission and reception of sound waves. So we are going to talk about sound waves, where we are going to discuss about so many properties, phenomena of sound waves. So the study of sound waves in the branch of physics is nothing but you call it as acoustics, right? Now last year in 9th standard you have read about the basic concepts of sound waves and basic phenomenon of sound waves. So today this year we are going to study more about the sound waves. We are going to talk about reflection of sound waves. We are going to learn about a very important effect called Doppler effect, echoes, the cause for echoes. So all these things we are going to learn in this chapter. So whenever we think about sound waves, now you will be thinking of how this sound is produced. Now how does it reach our ears, right? So what is sound? Is it an energy or something else? So all these questions are answered in this topic. Okay, right. Now how these sound waves are produced? Now sound waves are produced by vibrations. Now here whenever now this is a speaker. Now whenever you switch on this, you will be able to hear the sound that reach your ears, right? So what is the cause for the sound to reach our ears is due to the vibration of molecules. Now here, as far as this diagram is concerned, these are nothing but air molecules. Now these air molecules, when they start vibrating, they produce sound, and these vibrating bodies, they produce energy in the form of waves. So these are nothing but you call it as sound waves. Okay ma? So this waves reach our ears. Okay, when you go and suppose let us assume that you are in the moon. Now when your friend talks with you, you will not be able to hear any sound because it needs a medium. Now whenever we talk about sound waves, in order for the vibrations to take place, sound definitely requires a medium for its propagation. Okay, now the medium may be a solid medium or a liquid medium or a gaseous medium, but definitely sound requires a medium to propagate. Okay ma? So what are now, as far as waves are concerned, now there are two types of waves which we can talk about. Okay, waves are of two types. One is just for you to know children, waves are of two types. One is a transverse wave, one is a longitudinal wave. Now transverse wave, whenever the waves are produced, the particles, suppose I just now I said that sound waves require a medium for its propagation. So whenever the particles of the medium vibrate, sound waves are produced. Now here in the case of transverse waves, the particles of the medium, they start vibrating up and down like this. Like look at my cursor, how it is moving up and down, and the propagation of wave is towards, it is moving forward. Look at my cursor, children. Suppose let us imagine a particle which is at rest. Okay, this is the rest position. Now sound waves, when the particles of the medium, when they vibrate up and down from the mean position, so you call as crest and trough. The particles, when they oscillate up and down or vibrate up and down, and their direction of propagation will be forward. So these type of waves are nothing but you call it as transverse waves. Okay, so this is crest and this is trough. You have crest and troughs in the case of transverse wave. Whereas longitudinal waves, now transverse wave, whenever we talk about transverse wave, we talk about crest and trough. Now this part you call it as crest, this part you call it as trough. Okay. Now as far as longitudinal waves are concerned, now these are nothing but longitudinal waves. Now here the molecules of the medium, they vibrate in this direction. The vibration also will be in this direction, and the direction of propagation of wave is also in this direction. Look at these molecules. Whenever there is a sound produced, the molecules, they start vibrating and they produce waves. How they vibrate? Suppose let us consider a molecule like this. This is vibrating. Now this will be vibrating in the forward direction, in the backward direction, forward direction, backward direction, forward direction, backward direction. So the propagation of the wave also will be in the forward direction. The particles and the vibration of the particles and the propagation of the wave, everything takes place in the same direction. So now when this molecule, when they start vibrating, now this will push the other molecule. So the propagation will be taking place like this. Now at some places you have areas of higher pressure. Now when one molecules, when they vibrate, that will be transferred to the other molecules. Now there is an area that is created with full of high pressure. Some areas will be of very high pressure and some areas will be of very low pressure. So areas of high pressure, you call it as compressions. Now look at these areas. Now here the air molecules are compressed. So these are nothing but you call it as compression. The pressure will be very high here. Okay, due to the compressions or due to the vibrations of molecules taking place. Now here is the area, you call this area as rarefactions, where the pressure will be lesser. So this is how the sound waves are also produced. Sound waves are nothing but longitudinal waves. Longitudinal waves are accompanied by compressions and rarefactions. Now compressions are areas of higher pressure and rarefactions are areas of lower pressure. Okay, so sound waves are nothing but you call it as longitudinal waves, and these longitudinal waves, it can travel through any medium. Okay, sound waves require a medium for its propagation. Okay, now the medium may be any one of the three states of matter. You know what are the three states of matter? Solid, liquid, gas. So it may be a solid medium or it may be a liquid medium or a gas medium. Okay, so now definitely sound waves require a medium, and sound waves are longitudinal waves. Okay, and the speed of the sound depends on the medium through which it is traveling. It depends upon the medium and the vibration of the particles. Okay, so the vibration of the particles and the direction of propagation of wave. Propagation of wave means the direction in which the wave travels. Now as far as this is concerned, look at the probability. Now this is the probability. Now the wave is moving from left to right. So this is the direction of propagation of wave. As far as sound waves are concerned, the vibration of the particles and the direction of propagation of the wave both are in the same direction. Okay, right. So the displacement of the molecules will involve compressions and rarefactions. So they vibrate from their mean position in the forward and backward direction, which produces compressions and rarefactions. Compressions are areas of higher pressure and rarefactions are areas of lower pressure. So this is about the production of sound waves. Clear, ma? So this is the diagram. See here. Now here it is a spring. You just imagine a spring here which is fixed to one end, and you just move the spring up and down and backward and forward movement. Up and down movement of the spring will produce transverse wave, whereas when you move the spring forward and backward, longitudinal waves are produced. Now these are areas of compressions. Look at this area, children. Now all the arrangement are springs are very close to each other. Now here are the areas where you have lower pressure, which are called as rarefaction. So compression, rarefactions. Again compression, rarefaction. So this is how longitudinal waves are produced, and sound waves are longitudinal waves. Is it clear, children? Yes. Shall we move on to the next topic? The next topic is we are going to talk about how sound waves are categorized based on their frequencies. Now this here we can divide the frequency range as, suppose let us consider this as frequency range. We'll divide this as 3 categories. Okay, so you can arrange or you can categorize sound waves based on their frequencies. So what is frequency? Frequency is number of vibrations made in 1 second. Suppose there is a fan in your room. You switch on the fan. In 1 second, how many rotations are made by the blades of the fan? That is called as frequency. So sound waves based on their vibrations or based on their frequencies, they are categorized as three waves. Okay, first one is audio waves, second one is ultrasonic waves, ultrasonic, and the third one is infrasonic. So first let us talk about audio waves. So what are audio waves? Now audio waves are those sound waves whose frequency ranges from 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Okay, or you can also say this as 20 kilohertz. Kilo is 1000, right? So you can either say it as 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz or 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Now this is the audible range of our ear also. We can hear the sound waves which are produced in this frequency. Now below this we will not be able to hear, and above this also we will not be able to hear. So this is the audible range of human ear. It ranges from 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Okay. Now the main part of our body which produces this frequency is our vocal cord. Okay, we hear when the vocal cord, the molecules of the vocal cord here, they vibrate to produce audio waves, and also stretched strings. Now stretched strings, now you would have seen musical instruments, for example violin, then guitar. You would have seen stretched strings there. When you just vibrate these stretched string, it will produce sound. So all these frequencies will be ranging here. It is from 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Okay, so these are nothing but you call it as audio waves. Okay, then comes infrasonic waves. So first one is audio waves, and the frequency range is from 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz, Hz. Okay, ma? And examples for these waves here, they are generated by, so generated by vocal cord, okay, vocal cords, and also stretched strings, stretched strings. Okay, ma? Next, we are going on to infrasonic waves. So what are these infrasonic waves? Okay, now they have frequency below 20 hertz. Okay, the sound waves which have their frequency below 20 hertz, you call those waves as infrasonic waves. Now this sound we cannot, humans cannot hear this frequency, but so examples of these types of waves are the waves that are produced during earthquake. So infrasonic, very low frequency. Okay, these waves are having very low frequency whose range is below 20 hertz. Okay, so the waves that are produced during earthquakes. Okay, whenever there is going to be an earthquake that is occurring, or a tsunami or ocean waves, so these waves, they produce infrasonic waves whose frequency is below 20 hertz. Okay, so this is about infrasonic waves. The next is ultrasonic waves. Now these are sound waves whose frequency is greater than 20 kilohertz, 20 kilohertz or 20,000 hertz. Okay, and humans also, they cannot hear this, they cannot detect these waves, but certain animals like mosquitoes, now let me write here, ultrasonic waves whose frequency is above 20 kilohertz. Okay, some animals, for example mosquitoes, can hear. Okay, mosquitoes, then bats. Okay, bats, dogs, so they will be able to, dolphins can hear ultrasonic waves. Okay, so all these creatures will be able to hear this ultrasonic waves whose frequency is more than 20 kilohertz. So based on the frequencies, these are the three categories of sound waves. The first one is audio waves, the second one is infrasonic waves, the third one is ultrasonic waves. Okay, now with this we are moving on to the next topic, which is the difference between the sound and light waves. Okay, this may be a 3-mark question, children. You need to write all these 4 points which are considered to be very, very important. Okay, so the first point is, as I told you, sound, as far as sound is concerned, sound requires a medium for its propagation. Whereas when you consider light, now light is an electromagnetic wave. So as far as light waves are concerned, they do not require any medium for their propagation. Even they can propagate in vacuum. Okay, so light waves, they do not require any medium for its propagation, whereas sound waves require a medium for its propagation. Okay, ma? Next is sound waves are longitudinal in nature. Okay, it is comprising of compressions and rarefactions, whereas light waves are transverse in nature. Light waves are accompanied by crest and trough. You have the particles which are vibrating perpendicular to the direction of propagation of the wave. Okay, whereas sound waves, they are the particles of the waves, they are in the direction of propagation of waves. Is it clear, children? So sound waves are longitudinal, light waves are transverse. Okay, and the wavelength of sound waves. Okay, so what is the wavelength? The wavelength ranges from 1.65 centimeter to 1.65 meter. You have to remember these values very clearly, children. So please be very specific in mentioning this. Okay, so 1.65 centimeter to 1.65 meter is the wavelength range of the sound waves, whereas as far as light waves are concerned, 4 into 10 power minus 7 meter, or this can also be written as 4000 angstrom to 8000 angstrom. 1 angstrom is 10 power minus 10 meter. Okay, so 10 power minus 10 meter. So it ranges from, or you can write as 400 nanometer to not 7, okay, I have written here 8, so it is 7000. So 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer, or 4000 angstrom to 7000 angstrom. So this is the wavelength range. You will be able to see all the colors which are in this range. Okay, spectrum of colors you would have read in your lower classes. VIBGYOR, this is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So which is having the least wavelength is violet color, which is having the maximum wavelength is red color. So we will be able to see the colors ranging from 4 into 10 power minus 7 meter to 7 into 10 power minus 7 meter as far as light waves are concerned. Okay ma, and the last point is sound waves travel in air with a speed of about 340 meter per second. So this is a very important value you should remember, children. Speed of sound. So what is the speed of sound waves? So they travel at a speed of about 340 meter per second. Whereas light waves travel in air. Now this value we have already discussed in optics, 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second, which is the speed of light. Okay ma? So this is the difference between the sound and light waves. Okay, we are going to continue with the next topic, velocity of sound waves. So velocity is nothing but displacement by time, is nothing but you call it as velocity. Now as I already told you in the introduction, sound waves, they are produced by the vibration of particles that is existing in the medium. So there are two types of velocity as far as sound waves are concerned. One is particle velocity. The other one is called as wave velocity. Now we know that whenever sound waves travels in a medium is made up of so many number of, suppose when you consider sound waves to be traveling in a solid medium. Now in a solid medium you have so many particles. Now when sound is produced, now the particles in the solid which acts as a medium, all the particles they start vibrating. So the velocity that is produced, that is gained by the particles when they vibrate, you call that velocity as particle velocity. Please try to understand the concept very clearly, children. Particle velocity. Particle velocity is velocity with which the particles of the medium vibrate in order to transfer the energy. So the energy has to be transferred. So what is made there is the particles in the medium are made to vibrate. Okay, so to transfer the energy now in the form of wave. So this is nothing but you call it as particle velocity. Okay ma? Then comes wave velocity. This is a very important part here. What is wave velocity? Okay, so again it is the velocity with which the wave travels through the medium. Okay, is called as wave velocity. Or we have the formula for velocity. Velocity is nothing but suppose let us consider this as one sound wave. Okay, so what is the distance that is distance covered? This is nothing but you call it as lambda. So we know the formula for velocity as distance traveled by time taken. Yes or no? This formula we are already familiar with. So what is wave velocity? It is the distance traveled by a sound wave in unit time. Unit time is in 1 second. You call that as velocity of a sound wave. So velocity is distance traveled by time taken. So if the distance traveled by the wave is taken to be lambda here, then substitute for distance as lambda and time taken as t. So the velocity formula will be lambda by t. So this is a formula to calculate the velocity of a sound wave. Okay, right. So it is nothing but the distance traveled per second by a sound wave. And we know the formula. Just now I was talking about frequency. What is frequency? Frequency is nothing but number of rotations or number of vibrations made in 1 second. So frequency is, the formula frequency is represented as n. So n represents frequency of a sound wave as far as our topic is concerned. So n represents frequency. So what is n? Which is equal to 1 by t, right? So substitute for frequency as 1 by t. So this formula now becomes V is equal to lambda into 1 by t. This 1 by t is nothing but n. So here is a formula for velocity of the sound waves, which is equal to n lambda. N represents the frequency of the sound wave and lambda represents the wavelength of the sound wave. So now in which medium the sound travels with greater velocity? Sound travels with greater velocity in solid medium, then comes liquid medium, then comes gaseous medium. So where you will find the velocity of sound waves to be more? In the case of solids, then comes liquids and then gases. Okay ma, so this is about the velocity of sound waves. In our next video, we will be continuing with reflection of sound waves and then we are moving on to echo. Okay, so that's all for today's class, children. To subscribe for our YouTube channel, please press the bell button and you will be receiving our latest updates. Thank you, children.